Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gracie and today I'm going to be talking about my lap band post-op. I believe it's 7 to 9 week post-op because I didn't post my other one that I was supposed to do every 2 weeks. So it's going to be every 3 weeks this one is. So basically the first week that I'm going to talk about is I got my first lap band filled, which I might have added in the last video, but I can't really remember, so I'm going to just kind of go over it really fast. So I went in there and I have no idea what to expect. I knew that there was going to be some poking me with needles. I didn't know how many. I didn't know how it was going to work. But anyway, so they just poked me. It wasn't too bad. They gave me some numbing stuff. But yeah, it was pretty generally what I thought. So that was basically it for that one. And then, like I said, I'm pretty sure I talked about it in my other video. So if I didn't, sorry. I'll explain it some more later probably. But so then the rest of the week I didn't lose a pound. Like I stayed exactly the same, and I was going to the gym and I was running, or trying to run anyway, doing my little jog and, you know, playing some racquetball and things like that. But then after that week of very, very disappointment to myself for not trying harder, for not eating right, it was the next week and I thought, okay, this is a fresh start. We can get this band working the way it's supposed to, get my body working the way it's supposed to. But it was very the same. I lost, I think, a pound, maybe like 0.8 of a pound in that whole week, that following week after the fill. And I was so like disappointed in myself that I didn't know what to do about it. So, you know, I was like, you know what, this week, which is week 9 I believe, I was like, I'm gonna really get down on it. Well, no, that would have been last week, I don't know, it was either this week or last week. But I was like, I'm gonna get really down hard on this. I'm gonna really kick my butt into gear to get this last pound, this plateau of a pound. And so I've been going to the rec center every day. I mean, I'm there for an hour and a half every day. Like Monday I went and I did my 2 miles, then I did the indoor bicycles, you know, stationary bikes or whatever you call them, and I did 30 minutes on that. I went 10 miles on that. I did 2 miles of a running / walk / jogging, and I played 15 to 20, depends on the day, minutes worth of racquetball, just kind of by myself, which that's kind of like my cool down. I burned 800 calories, I know for a fact, yesterday. And I was so happy, and then I caved and I went to freaking Sonic, and I love Sonic though, like it's so good. But I got some chicken and that just threw my whole thing off. So luckily I stayed the same, but I still wasn't like, I didn't lose anything yesterday, and that was really frustrating for me. So today I went to the rec center and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna eat that bad, I'm gonna eat okay. And basically, I'll show you a picture here. I ate pretty well. I had some chicken, and I mean, it is it's the Halloween time, so you know, the candy's very far and wide, but this is not an updated one, so let me grab that. But basically, yeah, so like I've just been really pushing my body hard. So I burned 828 calories and I ate 300 calories. So I don't know if that's necessarily a great amount to eat, but I'm just really trying to push past that 1 pound plateau that I've been at. But so that's kind of where I'm at with like struggling on like the lap band and how it's kind of going back and forth. Also, I want to talk about the fill a little bit. So I've had 2 lap band fills. My first one was very weird, and like I was saying, I'm pretty sure I talked about it already. But the second one, it was a completely different experience for me because I kind of already knew what to expect when I walked in the door. And so I go in there and I, you know, lay down and pull the shirt up and all that, and they're filling for the support that's located kind of just underneath your rib a little bit. Well, mine is anyway. And they're filling for the port and they can't find it, and I'm like, well, why can't you find it? Didn't it move? Like, is that normal? You know, the lady who does it, she's a nurse there, and where I went, they basically have all of their people have lap bands themselves too that work there. So it's a very supportive environment. So anyway, she's poking me in the belly, and she pokes me with the numbing one, and So I'm like, okay, cool. That's the worst part. It's done. I won't fill it. And she pokes in the stuff to fill up the band. And so she's pushing around, trying to fill it. And I can feel it moving around. It doesn't hurt. It's just kind of uncomfortable. And then she's like, I can't find it. I can't find your port. And I was like, And so she pokes me again in another spot, which wasn't very numb, and that hurt pretty bad. And then she's like, oh, I better numb you again. It's like, yeah, please do. Like, that hurt. So anyway, that time she found the port. It had moved a little bit, which she said isn't super uncommon. Just like as you lose weight, it kind of moves around a little. But, which is weird, because going back to the whole, like, haven't lost anything in a week and a half, you know. And I'm just going to talk about, like, going to the rec center and how that is with me, because a lot of times people I see there, and I think I've kind of addressed this a little bit in another video too, are super, super thin people. Or like super athletic, not necessarily thin, but they're very, like, you know, on it. And I go at usually around like 6, 7 o'clock at night when all the families are there, which kind of doesn't help that point. Well, today when I went around, like, it was like 2 or 3 o'clock, and there was no one. And I was like, great, this is perfect. There was a few people, I guess, but they were all elderly people. And I was like, cool, you know, I can just take this and I can do my own thing. And so I did my 2.5 miles, like I try to do 2.5, 3 miles a day. And then, oh, sorry, excuse me. Also, side note, I had Takis sitting right there. If you don't know what they are, they're really good spicy chips. And so I had to move them because I forgot they were there, and I think they were there in like a few videos that I recorded. So sorry. But anyway, yeah, so basically I was like, went to the rec center, did all my stuff there, and come home and take my dog Oliver for a walk, which I'm going to do a video with him, like, probably in a week or two, hopefully. His is a little bit hard to get because there's a lot of shots. But anyway, yeah, so basically that's been the whole, like, update for the last 3 weeks. I mean, 2-3 weeks. Like, I'm pretty much just eating chicken and water, and maybe, like, I'll throw a popsicle in there or something, just, like, because I know you're not supposed to have that, but just because, like, I think that helps, like, crave my sugar. But yeah, if you have any questions about it this last few weeks, like, let me know, and I'll post a new video in 2 weeks on it. Hopefully by then I will be thinner. But one more thing just to add that I just remembered is just talking about, so, like, I have an Apple Watch, but if you can see here, it's on the second one. But I honestly, that's, like, where I like it to be comfortable. But where it's way too, like, tight, I can put it all the way to the 5th one. I actually sometimes will wear it on the 3rd or 4th one. Just because that's, which is, I know it sounds like a weird thing to bring up, but for me that's like a big deal, because when I got this watch I was like, oh crap, my wrist is way too big to be able to work with this Apple Watch. But luckily, I mean, so there is some stuff. I mean, I definitely can tell in my cheeks, they're not as puffed up as they used to be. My chin, I mean, I still have my double chin and all, but it's not as prominent, I guess. Collarbone's poking out a lot more. My neck's getting thinner. My thighs, as I put it, my thunder thighs have less thunder, which is kind of just a funny thing. But anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or anything to say, please leave a comment. My name is Gracie, and I'll see you in the next video.